Hello and welcome everybody to Game 3 of Puma vs. Sheth from the NASL Season 2 Grand Finals Round of 16. This is going to be a best of 5 and Puma is currently up 2-1 in the series. Do you realize what that means? In a best of 5, that means that Puma could potentially take this entire match right here, right now on Bel'Shir Beach. Spawning here in the bottom right position as the Green Terran playing from Team Evil Geniuses, our potential winner of the set if he wins this game, we have Puma. His opponent currently down 2-1 right now. Spawning in the left position as the purple Zerg playing from Team Liquid, we have Sheth. Now, oh my goodness, already early in the game, we already have something early, something a little fishy going on here, as Puma's going to be throwing down this barracks right at the outskirts of Sheth's natural expansion, going to be applying some pressure. Notice he does have only a supply depot at the front of his base, and Sheth is not sending out a drone scout quite yet. There we go, looks like he's now sending a drone to plant that down, and oh, is he going to be able to see that? Yes, he does! Brilliant thinking here from Sheth, actually checking that spot for that barracks, gonna know that that barracks went down, and Puma most likely gonna be forced to cancel this barracks and start rebuilding one at home there. As we can see, he is building one down there as well, gonna start to focus down that one SCV with the drone, prevents that barracks from completing, and Puma gonna be forced to cancel and gonna lose some resources there from having those two barracks out there. So brilliant scout there by Sheth. Really like that play. I'm not even sure what tipped him off to that. I guess that's just a common spot to throw down those barracks. But yeah, now that barracks is well known about by Sheth. His expansion now going up, spawning pool going up as well. Gas not started quite yet, but it looks like he's going to be taking it here very shortly, I would imagine. We do currently have one SCV out on the map here for Puma, as he is going to try to get in there and try to complete that barracks, but those drones being a little too well controlled there by Sheth, going to deny that drone or that SCV from getting in there, and it looks like we are going to get the cancel there from Puma, and he is going to lose those resources, putting him just a little bit behind. So Puma is going to be feeling a little bit of pressure from that. Looks like Sheth now going to be getting a little bit of gas going here as his spawning pool just now completing, wanted to just be mining only minerals, producing 4 lings, so that if he needed to react and needed to produce lots of lings in case his opponent still tried to insist on any kind of pressure, that he'd have lots of minerals to be able to produce those Zerglings. But once he saw that pressure was pretty well held off, and that Puma wasn't trying too hard to continue to finish off that barracks, just threw down that gas geyser. Now going to be mining gas, getting up that Zergling speed here very soon. In the meantime, his hatchery is now up, and it looks like Puma actually going to be transitioning into a 1-Rax expand here, as he is now rallying Marines across the map here, but it looks like these 4 Zerglings now moving across the map, going to be able to start to force all these forces of Puma back to his own base, and ooh, this actually could be a little bit sketchy here for Puma, as those Zerglings, if controlled well, could actually take out these 2 Marines, but it looks like the stutter step micro of Puma is just a little bit too good as he manages. Oh no, actually it looks like it wasn't quite good enough there, as ooh, looks like one Zergling does manage to survive. Going to start to focus down another SCV, bringing the total number of workers killed for Sheth down or up to 2. Currently in the worker tab, we can see that Puma is actually down 17 to 24 right now. Sheth in an absolutely fantastic position already. Things are looking good for him. If he does win this match, he's going to tie it up and bring it to a Game 5. So that is exactly what I'm hoping for. I don't know what you guys are hoping for, but I want to see this go to Game 5. So I'm totally rooting for Sheth this game. We do see that reactor now going down on this barracks, that factory going down once again, so Puma gonna very shortly here be taking that reactor on that factory, gonna be producing those Hellions once again. We do see the double gas once again going down here for Puma, as natural expansion not yet mining at all, and that's going to be a little while there before that starts to pay for itself. In the meantime, Sheth continuing to produce a couple more Zerglings, but mostly drones. And actually, ooh, oh my goodness, we actually have 4 Roaches now coming down the line here for Sheth. It looks like it is going to be some kind of a 7 Roach timing here, as we do have the metabolic boost just wrapping up. 7 Roaches, are they rallied to his opponent's base? No, they are not actually rallied anywhere quite yet, but to the front of his own base here. But the fact that he's producing 7 Roaches this early on, I mean, there's no need for him to produce this to be defensive. At this point, he is ahead by all means. All he needed to do is drone up, but it looks like he's going to try to take advantage of this early lead that he has here. He's got a couple couple of Zerglings here scouting into the main, and it looks like PUMA is feeling a little bit weary of this as he's throwing down a couple more bunkers right now to be able to deal with any kind of early pressure. But these Roaches are moving across the map right now, and I don't know if PUMA's going to be able to have enough to be able to deal with this. The second bunker is going to be completing here. But these Roaches going to be moving in here, and oh no! Sheth has managed to find a small weakness in PUMA's base layout here, as all of these bunkers are completely out of position and does not at all defend the left portion of his base, and now these Roaches going to completely deny mining. These Roaches actually don't need to kill PUMA at all right now. All they need to do is just sit here and deny mining, and this is going to hurt PUMA a lot in the long run as he continues to mine up in the main. We do see that the lair tech has started, as well as more gas geysers now going down here. Looks like he's even going to be taking a third expansion here, as he's just going to use this to try to get even more and more ahead. Zergling's moving in, going to get a good surround on that bunker. The first bunker is going to go down, and he is now just going to pull back, and now he has absolutely the position he needs to be able to start to pick on that orbital command, and now PUMA is not going to be feeling good right now. Double factory is currently up right now. PUMA looks like he might have actually been trying to go for that same kind of double Hellion play. Some Hellions are out on the field here, getting a few kills here, trying to put some pressure back on his opponent right now, but I just don't think it's going to be that effective right now. Sheth is just in full macro mode right now, has so many drones up right now, denying so much mining going on. He's getting so far ahead right now, and these Roaches are so good against Marines this early in the game. As we can see, Sheth currently up 44 harvesters to the 24 of PUMA, continuing to produce more and more drones, getting more and more extractors, just not committing to this attack, doesn't want to straight up kill his opponent right now. He knows that all he needs to do is continue to deny minerals here at this natural expansion, as he continues to just get further and further ahead. He's going to be in absolutely fantastic shape. Going to start to even deal more damage to this orbital command. It is going to start to burn here pretty soon, and PUMA's going to have to pull workers to it to start to repair it, and Sheth trying to get a little bit of good micro going on here, keeping that one Roach alive as much as he can, trying to pick off units wherever he can. Zergling's now moving in, going to start to pick off some workers, as he is now going to be focusing those workers down. In the meantime, back home, Lair Tech is now up, Evolution Chamber coming down, as well as Spire. This is brilliant pressure here from Sheth, and finally, it looks like he is going to be releasing this pressure, as he's now going to be pulling back with the remainder of his Lings and Roaches, and I think that's actually a brilliant move there from Sheth, as he is now just so far ahead. All he needs to do right now is stay alive, and stay ahead of his opponent right now, because he's in an absolutely fantastic spot, producing 26 Zerglings right now, because he once again wants to have that map control, wants to deny PUMA from getting up any bases, doesn't want him taking any expansions when he shouldn't be, has Overlords in position right now to be able to scout any kind of orbital commands moving out. And it looks like PUMA is going to try to go, maybe try to take some kind of a hidden expansion. He needs to do something big right now to try to catch up in this game right now, because he is just so tremendously far behind. Moving out with this one SCV, maybe just scouting his opponent right now, going to get into his opponent's main, and he is not going to be feeling good right now to see that creep is already spread all the way out across this way, meaning that there is actually a good chance that this third base is up and running for Sheth. As we can see, the Spire is now complete. 2 Mutalisks already on the way here for Sheth, as Sheth now in such a commanding lead right now. +1 ground carapace, as well as +1 flyer attacks on the way. Glial reconstitution just now being started at the Roach War, and that is of course the Roach speed upgrade. PUMA now producing Thors, interestingly enough. 2 factories currently out, one with Tech Lab, one with Reactor, as he's now moving out with what he can. He's got a few SCVs here to repair the Thors, but he wants to deal some damage before Sheth gets up and running too much, but I think it is just too little, too late, as Sheth already has so many workers. And look at that, Sheth even engaging with the SCVs, or with his drones, as he's now moving in with all of his Zerglings here, pulling his Zerglings back. There are some Zerglings that are cutting off reinforcements there, taking out all the forces there, and Sheth doesn't even care right now that he's losing workers. As long as he cleans up this attack, he knows he's going to still be in a fantastic position. If we check out the harvester count right now, we can see, yeah, 62 harvesters to 39, 3 base versus 2 base. He's been mining on 3 bases much longer than his opponent has been mining on 2, so he is in an absolutely fantastic position. Doesn't even matter that he lost all those Mutalisks. He's just going to continue to macro up more and more Mutalisks, counterattacking with Zerglings, going for a big attack, trying to deal some damage. Look at that. throwing away these Zerglings right now, splitting off some of his Zerglings to fight the units and keep them busy, while the rest of them focus down SCVs one by one, doesn't care about losing these Zerglings whatsoever, just wants to take down as many workers as he can with them as he goes down, wants to trade lings for workers. That is absolutely what he wants to do right now, as if we check out the workers killed count right now, 21 harvesters to 21 harvesters, even in workers killed count, but that's a little bit misleading, as Sheth is currently at 89 harvesters to the 41 of Puma right now. Absolutely fantastic position. Mutalisk now out on the field, going to be poking in right now, try to get a little bit of a feel for what his opponent is doing. If he gets in there, he's going to be able to see that his opponent now on double factory producing Thors, has one barracks. Is there another barracks out here somewhere that I don't know about? Is he still just operating on one barracks? I think that is kind of what he has to be operating on, and look at this. Puma actually running very low on resources in the main. Natural expansion not that well saturated right now, just not getting that much income right now, and Sheth taking full advantage right now. Sheth in an absolutely dominating position in this game, +2 ground carapace on the way, as well as +1 missile attacks. Gonna start to be producing lots of roaches to be able to deal with the Thors of his opponent. Of course, if you have roaches in high enough numbers, they are just going to dominate those Thors, assuming you just have a ton of them. As we can see, pathogen glands now coming down on the way at the infestation pit, which is now up and running. We do have infestors currently on the way, as well as pneumatized carapace, so it looks like it might be a little bit of drop play here coming from Sheth very shortly, as he is researching both ventral sacs and pneumatized carapace. Pneumatized carapace being movement speed for overlords and overseers, while the ventral sacs is the carrying capabilities for overlords. It looks like Sheth actually now going to be moving in with a lot of roaches here, going to be focusing down these gas geysers. Once again, doesn't care to lose these roaches right now. He knows he's ahead, so all he needs to do is to just keep throwing his units at his opponent and doing some damage. Needs to constantly deal damage. In this case, he took out these refineries, meaning he's going to be denying a lot of tech. He's going to slow down the Thor production, as well as any other kind of tech structure production from Puma. Puma trying to get up another base right now, does have one orbital command in construction. One is completed here as well, though not getting the chance to move out. And look at this, Sheth even putting overlords spreading creep at the next logical base here of Puma, because that is where Puma is going to be wanting to expand there. Not going to be able to take that at all. Destructible rocks not even taken down yet at the gold expansion, and Sheth now maxing at 200 food to the 95 food of Puma, now moving out with lots and lots of roaches. Notice he's bringing overlords with him as well in case he wants to load up and drop, but I think he's going to be able to just push straight into the main. No, it looks like he's actually going to be playing it safe, as he's going to be pulling it back to those overlords, as those overlords now going to be loading up and moving straight into the main, moving up onto that high ground. Gonna have so many roaches in the main. Puma trying to pull back to be able to deal with this right now, and it looks like that is going to be a huge army from Sheth. In the meantime, Hive Tech is coming on the way back home. We do have Terran Vehicle Weapons level 3 coming up for Puma, but I just don't know that it's going to be enough, as Sheth now just throwing units at his opponent right now, focusing down Thors, focusing down siege tanks. In the meantime, Roach is coming in at the front of the base as well, starting to focus down that siege tank, and it is going to go down. More and more workers going down as well. Looks like this attack in the main has been thwarted here, but look at Sheth remaxing instantly. 30 roaches currently on the production tab. Burrow coming down along the way, as well as melee attacks. Greater Spire being started right now by Sheth. Gonna have Brood Lords coming up here very shortly. Ground Carapace level 3 also on the way. Sheth taking more bases right now. 4th base up and running, taking a 5th base, not even bothering to take the gold right now, continuing to just take the safe expansions. One Infestor in the main manages to get a beautiful fungal growth off, catches 16 SCVs in that fungal growth, and that is going to bring the workers kill count up to 46 for Sheth, still in that dominating position, continuing to produce lots and lots of roaches. These roaches are currently 1-2 in upgrades, with more upgrades coming along the way. Again, this main being mined, and oh, this is actually brilliant move here by Sheth, trying to get a slowdown on the refinery, but as it turns out, you cannot actually slow the production of, or you can slow the production of a building, but you can't slow down the creation of a building, as that building continued to just be created there. But I like the idea there by Sheth. I actually didn't know actually whether that would slow down the production of that building or not, but as it turns out, it does not. Now Sheth just moving in with tons more units, 183 food to the 25 food of Puma, and Sheth in an absolutely dominating game takes game 4, tying it up 2-2, pushing it to a Game 5. Gonna see who is going to be taking this best of 5 and moving on to the round of 8. Sheth versus Puma, Game 5, coming up in just a moment. Don't go anywhere.